All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Today I'll be reading Fortunate Souls, the Bhakti Program Manual by His Holiness Danavir Goswami Maharaj. And today I'm starting from page number 102, heading Chapter 2, The Relevance of the Bhakti Program, heading Questions and Answers about quote-unquote brainwashing. Question: could the Bhakti Program brainwash somebody? Answer. Definition: brainwashing, a method for systematically changing attitudes or altering beliefs, especially through the use of torture, drugs, or psychological stress techniques. Webster's Dictionary. Reference number 70. Jagadish. Some other statements by I think we read this last time. Mhm. The Bhakti program uses no torture, drugs, or psychological stress techniques, and there is nothing harmful about rising early, celibacy, reading Bhagavad Gita, keeping clean, or worshiping God. They are healthy for the body, mind, and spirit. The accusation that the Bhakti program is a form of brainwashing comes from persons antagonistic to or ignorant of Krishna consciousness. Srila Prabhupada's book dispel the misconceptions held in this regard, and we recommend that such persons read them carefully. Number 71. This Krishna consciousness movement is training of Nivritti Marg, the basic principles. So many no's. No means Nivritti. No illicit sex, no meat eating, no gambling, no intoxication. So this is the no path, so that they do not know. When we say so many no's, they think it is brainwash. Not brainwash, it is actual. But if you want to develop your spiritual life, then you have to stop so many nuisance. That is Nivritti Marg. Lecture by Srila Prabhupada, December 14th, 1976, Hyderabad. Lately, biased persons lacking intellectual integrity have used, quote, brainwashing in a broader sense. They use the word to mean the attempt to persuade one to a different viewpoint. For example, they may say, well, the Hare Krishna movement has brainwashed its followers into believing that sexual restraint is healthy. Many scholars who have researched ISKCON have repudiated the repudiated the use of the terms, quote, brainwashing and, quote, mind control regarding Krishna consciousness as crude misnomers, serving only to distort an actual understanding of attitude change. In general, quote, brainwashing is meant to slander the organization rather than accurately describe its practices. Despite the adverse use of the word, ISKCON's founder saw a brighter side. Yes, he said, we shall wash their filthy brains. Reference number 72. Rameshwar. In regards to brainwashing, they claim that our lifestyle tends to take the devotee and isolate him from the world. Prabhupada. Yes, we hate to mix with you. No gentleman tries to mix with loafers. Crows will not like to live with the ducks and white swans, and white swans will not like to live with the crows. That is natural division. Birds of the same feather flock together. Rameshwar. They have a list of 5 or 6 conditions, and they say if all those conditions are there, then it is a suitable atmosphere for brainwashing. And they say we are imposing those conditions on our members. Prabhupada. Yes, we are brainwashing from bad to good. That is our business. We are washing the brain from all rascaldom. That is our business. You are. Your brain is filled up with all rubbish things, meat eating and illicit sex, gambling. So we are washing them. Chetodharpanamarjanam. Shrinvatam swakrta Krishna punya shravana kirtana hridyanta sto abhadrani. Abhadrani, washing. Abhadrani means bad things. These bad things should be washed off. Don't you cleanse your home? Don't you cleanse your room? Is not that brainwashing? So if you wash your room very cleansed, who blames you? But you are so rascal that while you're washing this garbage, you are protesting. You are such an intelligent man. We are washing the garbage. You are protesting. Why you are washing the garbage? This is your intelligence. But intelligent men wash the garbage. That is the law of nature. Cleanse. That we are doing. According to Vedic civilization, you were actually untouchable. Now we have come to touch you. Therefore, wash you must first. You are untouchable. In Indian civilization, dog is untouchable, and that is your best friend. So you are not touchable. Therefore, we have to wash you. And unless your brain is washed, you cannot understand Krishna. So it is necessary. Is that all right? God, dog is your best friend. In India, dog is untouchable. So man is known by his company. If your best friend is dog, then what you are. We can understand your position because you sleep with dog, you eat with dog. Your dog is his best friend. So what you are. You must be washed. It is a fact. Every woman, every man has some dog. Train conversation with Srila Prabhupada, January 11th, 1977, India. Sympathizers' concerns. ISKCON sympathizers may also have concerns about the Bhakti program. 1. The validity of recruiting new devotees. This is discussed at length in the first chapter. 2. The techniques used in recruiting new devotees. This topic will be discussed at length in the 8th chapter. 3. The validity of Bhakti program training. This is the subject of the entire 2nd chapter. And 4. The techniques used in Bhakti program training. This is elaborately discussed in the 4th chapter. Number 73. The American people have become wonderful, astonished, but how simply by chanting they become brainwashed. That is the actual fact. The rascals, they do not know how these people are giving up illicit sex, meat eating, their life and soul, all these things. How they are giving up unless they have become mad. Hearing. The Harinam Sankirtan can do that. Yes. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was chastised by his guru, Harer Nama, Harer Nama, Harer Nama Eva Kevalam. So he said that you are a rascal. You cannot read Vedanta. You chant Hare Krishna. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, yes, and chanting I have become mad. Lecture by Srila Prabhupada, Vrindavan, November 22nd, 1976. Questions and heading. Questions and answers about coddling new devotees. Question. The Bhakti program provides a happy, insulated surrounding for newcomers, but does it prepare them for the real ISKCON world or for living in the material environment? Answer. If given the choice between receiving swimming lessons from an experienced teacher or being thrown into the deep end of a pool, most people would choose the former method. Students in the Bhakti program are not being smothered with syrup and candy houses. They are immediately facing the formidable challenges of subduing unbridled senses, a restless mind, plus adjusting to a foreign regimen, Sankirtan adventures, and sometimes stiff family opposition. Number 74. Make sure and train these persons very nicely to follow all of our principles very carefully so that they may not fall victim to Maya. Letter from Srila Prabhupada to Gunagrahi, February 1975. Subheading: Limited time, essentials first. Fresh new devotees are tempting nominees for all kinds of exceptional tasks like all-night kitchen cleanup. However, expecting emergencies, the best policy is to provide regulated services for new devotees. Number 75. So many new devotees are coming there in San Diego. Now instruct them carefully and keep them in your care. Letter from Srila Prabhupada to Bhaktidas, April 13th, 1974. Wow. Sacrifices are abundant in the Bhakti program, as is readily observable in the training schedule in Chapter 4. New Bhaktas are fully engaged in performing austerities from 9 a.m. until from 3 a.m. till 9 a.m., 9 p.m. every day, with no time for non-Krishna conscious activities. Anyone contending that the Bhakti program is too timid can personally try to follow the schedule for 2 weeks. It is unlikely that they will have the same opinion after such an experience. Reference number 76. Now, some of our leading boys, like you, Brahmananda, Tamal, etc., you should be very careful to train your other junior godbrothers to the right type of preacher, keeping full faith in Krishna and the spiritual master, and executing the routine works of chanting and following the regulations. Wow. Subheading: Bhakta-friendly fencing. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Rupa Goswami gives the example of the spiritual master planting the Bhakti Lata Bij, the seed of devotional service, in the heart of the disciple. The disciple then waters the seed by hearing and chanting about Krishna and constructs a fence all around his delicate devotional plant to protect it from any danger. Similarly, the Bhakti program is a friendly fence within which new devotees can bloom. The Bhakti program is really the minimum, not the maximum, that we should provide for novice Vaishnavas. It is not extravagant to invest 3 months into the training of new devotees, who hopefully will serve Krishna forever. Even ordinary societies invest many years of education into their students before expecting tangible labor returns from them. Let us remember that fruit doesn't appear the day that a tree is planted. Patience is required. Reference number 77. Yes, a new man may commit many blunders in the beginning, but that does not mean we may be too impatient with him. After all, training means the man does not know, so you should train him nicely. A Vaishnava is expected to be humbler than the blade of grass, so when you train some new man, you should not get agitated with him. After all, we are preachers, and we do not expect our audience or candidates completely respond to our call. If everyone is trained, then what is the use of our preaching? Letter from Srila Prabhupada to Upendra, March 11th, 1969. Heading: Questions and answers about new devotees joining without a bhakti program. Question: Would a new devotees join anyway without a bhakti program? Answer: Most ISKCON centers do not possess an automatic arrangement for the care of new devotees. As centers become larger and more diversified, devotees are increasingly engaged in their particular services to the possible neglect of newcomers. Though fatalism may aid in explaining certain aspects of material phenomena, it is inappropriate within the realm of a soul's surrender to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If a soul surrenders to Krishna under predetermined influences alone, then three principles of Vaishnava philosophy, namely, quote, free will, quote, compassionate preaching, and, quote, divine mercy, would be meaningless. The individual jiva must consciously decide to surrender to Krishna. To accomplish this, he requires the combined mercy of Guru and Krishna. Guru Krishna Prasad. Reference number 78. So, by the grace of Krishna, by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you all European boys and girls join this movement under my soliciting. Lecture by Srila Prabhupada, March 27, 1975, Mayapur. Hmm. It is correct to say that the Lord is the supreme controller, Parameshwara, and not a blade of grass moves without his will. He is also Anumanta, the permitter, who fulfills all desires. Beyond this, he is especially inclined to satisfy his pure devotees, those compassionate sadhus who naturally implore the conditioned souls to reestablish their lost relationship with Sri Krishna. If we perform our duties, then we make spiritual advancement. If we don't perform them, then we lose a valuable opportunity, although Krishna can accomplish what he wants in a different way. Wow. New devotees are expected to join without personal efforts by the devotees, then Srila Prabhupada's books also should sell without any devotee exertion. Imagine a Sankirtan leader who thought, there's no need to fill the vans with books and book bags, or for the devotees to go out to distribute books. People will instinctively come to the warehouse to buy them. Reference number 79. You ask me how to recruit strong devotees to come there. You have to prepare strong devotees, not import them. You yourself become strong devotees and teach others by your example. Importation is not a good plan. Everyone should be strong by behavior and action. Letter from Srila Prabhupada to Guru Das, April 24th, 1974. Actually, when Krishna sees his devotees earnestly applying their intelligence to distribute books and make devotees, he arranges for people to take books and for new devotees to join the movement. Lord Krishna states in Bhagavad Gita, "Do thou fight for the sake of fighting, without considering happiness or distress, loss or gain, victory or defeat. And by doing so, you shall never incur sin." Bhagavad Gita as it is, 2.38. Therefore, without being attached to the fruits of activities, one should act as a matter of duty, for by working without attachment, one attains the supreme. Bhagavad Gita as it is, 3.19. Arjuna understood the Lord's desire for him to do his duty, although Arjuna understood that Krishna could achieve his goals without him. It was Arjuna's duty to fight in the battle. Otherwise, he could have asked Krishna to defeat the opposing armies by himself. Similarly, it is the duty of the present-day Vaishnavas to preach and endeavor to make new devotees, instead of presuming that it will take place coincidentally. Reference 80. But my policy, as you know, is not to import devotees, but to create devotees out of the local men. That is better. I did not import any Indian devotees when I first came to your country. Letter from Srila Prabhupada to Pancha Dravida, January 6, 1975. Hmm. If it were true that fallen souls adopt Krishna consciousness spontaneously, then there would have been no reason for Srila Prabhupada to leave Vrindavan, come to America, and live on the Bowery of New York. Likewise, none of us would have come. Therefore, Srila Prabhupada underwent the austerity of organizing and managing a massive world movement to facilitate new devotees. 81. Bob, let me ask you about something else. Then maybe I'll come back to this. I find that I think of myself too much, and this way I can't think of God so much. I think of myself in too many places. How can I forget about myself so I can concentrate on other more important things? Srila Prabhupada, as they have done. Bob laughs. You are saying to me that my path, I think what you're saying is that my path to purity is to become a devotee. Srila Prabhupada, do you hesitate? Bob, well, Srila Prabhupada, is it very difficult to become a devotee? Perfect questions, perfect answers, introduction. Thank you so much, everybody, for being a part of this reading. If you'd like to participate in the Bhakti program, or you'd like to become an educator in the Bhakti program, or engage in discussion about the topics of the Bhakti program, then please do reach out to me, and you can leave some comments in the description or in the comment section, or reach out to us through HareKrishnaKC.com. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.